well, talking about children in the lower elementary, last year individual ang ilang table na sila, di sila pwede mo tindog nga kanang mo move around, pero in truth di man na nimo ma-help, no? Pero you just have to be more vigilant, and always the reminder is that when they come in they have to wash their hands, because come to think of it, ang kinamaayuhan gyud nga pag kana bang remove sa germs is really washing with hand soap and a water. So inigsod manghunaw, inig kahuman ako, I would even encourage nga kanang after using a material manghunaw. Pero karon mas relax na ang lower elementary, kanang inigsud manghunaw, before mo snacks manghunaw, after manghunaw, mo na ang kuan, ang washing of hands nga mugawas, ikabalik sa sud, maglinya gid na siya sa one sa kitchen sink, unya sa usa sa washroom. So naagid na siya nga kuan, mao gid na importante, no? And when you talk about cleaning of the surface, dili na siya as kana bang mura bag as meticulous as before. We would spray the tables with Clorox, diluted na Clorox, and then we found this material, well, this ang concern gid ako sa Clorox kay ang materials ba mulubad unya madaot niya ba. So we found this chemical nga spray lang nimo, di gani nimo kinahanglan i-wipe. So buhaton na namo before mga unang bata ug after mo kaon, unya before sila musud ug after sila mo gawa. So we really have to spray wipe the surfaces. Unya kahuman unsa pa man na pang social distancing, di na pare sa una nga naagi markers ang floor nga mao na ibut pasabot sa 6 feet. So kung maglinya ang mga bata, they're aware nga kung like for example kung limited ang imong space, gamay raman among school, no? So kung moingon nga maglinya ta, kuan gid siya, naagi siya marker sa sahog kamo ni ang 6 feet. This is how you keep yourselves apart. Pero karon this year we removed it already, kay mura man kuno hay og ni-relax na sad ang government og ang Department of Education, at least diri sa Massachusetts, no? Kay it's a good state, maayo ang among pag-manage sa kanang vaccination, maayo among rates among vaccination, ubos na ang among kanang infection. But despite that, this year, last year wala gyud bata nga na-infected. This year na hinoon nga murag ni relax na ang government o ang DepEd, na ami just last week we had 2 children in the primary nga they went somewhere, unya kahuman na infected sila, they informed the school, so kadto nga classroom gisira na dayon tanan uli. Unya if naa siya sibling sa lain nga classroom, papaulion gid siya. So I am proud to say that last year, 2 years ago when the lockdown started at 8 March dito sa Florida, lockdown man mi unya kahuman we did our online things, no? Pero here mausa na nahitabo, they made materials and we sent it out to the children. Pero last year, the whole time, of course, we were ready to, just in case mag-close bitaw ang pod, we call it pod, a classroom, kanang na mag-online gid me. So, like for example, na ibata nga gisipon, bisag wa na COVID, amo man papaulion. Ang temperature i-check nimo unya kahuman kung naay mga symptoms, naay lista nga ihatag. Sa una, mga 2 or 3 symptoms, papaulion. Karon usa ka symptom pa lang, papaulion na. Kaya you have to understand na we really highly encourage the adults, both parents and any significant adult sa child, nga ma-vaccinated. Ang studies karon ni show nga muubos gyud ang imong immunity, antibodies man siguro term ana, no, after 6 months. So you really have to have your 3rd dose. Unya ang makatakod gyud nato ang mga bata. Labi na sa Pilipinas nga wa pa na ang policy nga pwede ma-vaccinate ang mga bata o wa pa ma-distribute ang dose. Ang kuan infection will be coming from the children. So the important thing here is, in order for us to transition from online to the classroom, no, to face-to-face classes, everyone has to be on the same plane. Kinahanglan magkasinabot gyud ang mga teachers, kinahanglan magkasinabot ang mga ginikanan. Unya diri sa Amerika dili man pareho sa ato nga sukit-sukito nato ng mga ginikanan ug tinuod ba ka nga nagkuan na, dili. Honor system. So it is important to have that value of integrity. Nga kung naay masakit sa pamilya nga gisip-on, or kung inyong gisuspect nga kuan, di gyud pasudlon ang mga bata. Magsabot gyud mo daan. Unya kahuman, kung naay mag-COVID, kanang inig contact tracing, kay maay man diha sa Pilipinas mag-contact tracing pod, dili gyud pasudlon ang mga bata. Informon gyud ang eskwelahan dayon immediately. So like in the case of this last week, naay mga bata, one child niadto siya og wedding. Nila lax naman lagi, so wa na siguro sila magmask. So nasakit ang bata. Unya, naa naman mi pool testing ron. Kanang pool testing, wala siya PCR test every Monday. Kami na dili na katong isud na bitaw dito sa ilong ang kuan kanang ang testing, diri na. Mag-swab kag 5 times, isud nimo sa individual tube. Unya, mag-swab sa kag 5 times sa pikas, isud nimo og pool. Dito tanan kuan. Unya, inig-test nila nga naa dito sa pool na ay infection, magtanan tao diha magkuan, tanan bata mag-test og individual, unya i-lockdown ang room. So ang effect aning the effect of not having this social encounter with among adults and among children is very, it's really significant. So while we say that the children are resilient, the thing is they really cannot express how they feel, no? So that as teachers, I think we should be aware of that kind of we should have an observant mind, and we should be sensitive to where the children are coming from. At the same time, we should also be sensitive to where the adults are coming from, no? Kay may gani din ha sa CPMS, kay naagid mo support bitaw nga of your well-being, not just your health, kanang ang inyo yung kanang you're always encouraged, diri wala man ang nana. So kanang of course na ami mga para nako, CPMS is the only school nga intense kay ang mga nana. Why? Because it's expensive. So if you need support here, pananglitan ka na. Let's just say na depressed ka, na may insurance rin yung mo kasi mo psychiatrist, ana. Or if you need someone to talk to, you can talk to your admin, Pero other than that, kanang uban support that Marivic is giving you, wala na siya dinhi. Okay? Why coaching kanang inyong kuan. So, but it is equally important for the adults to take care of themselves. No nga kanang to be grateful, to take care of themselves, kay you need that to take care in order to take care of the children. The children may not be able to manifest or express verbally their concerns, but significant good ang not being in the classroom for a year. Last year we reduced our number of students. Nahimo siyang 20 ang upper elementary with 1 adult assisting. I had 12 in the upper elementary, 12 kabuok mga bata with no assistant. Unya this year na anay ni sud nga 1 or 2 nga nag-homeschooling. Kay baw ka ang usa gid ka significant case nako, kay nakong nay usa ka bata nga grade 1, grade 2 na day siya. Kay ang iyang behavior nauwahin naman. Mura ba remember in our lecture of na-drop stitch? Mo day na tinuod nga na-drop stitch. 1 year of not going to school, ang social development was really affected. Kaya na akong grade 1, always in my mind, I was thinking, grade 1 ning bata, and then I'm always reminded nga grade 2 na ni. Grade 2 na ning bataan ni. Brilliant child, good speller, mura bag ang academic work, kaayo. May kay one-on-one good sa mama, may kay musuwat, may kay cursive writing, may kay math, very abstract. Pero inigamit material, why patience, kinahanglan siya kanang i-redirect ang iyang work ethics, murag that of a grade 1 nga imo pa siyang ayudahan ba on what it means to be responsible with their work. So dako na nga effect. And true si Teacher Iso when she said that they're clingy, mao man na say nature sa kanang children labi na sa in a new environment, they cling to an adult and they would do that, no? So daghan sang panahon, as what teacher Iso said nga, daghan kag situation nga sige kag settle og mga bickering, naaman na sa natural, di ba? Pero karon murag mas daghan. Murag ang ilag yung social ug emotional needs, imog yung suportahan. And as I always say, based on my experience now with the children, one way to bring them out of that is really work. You really have to present, follow up. O ginay kuan. O ginay para nako is the true prescription. Why? We want them to socialize, but at the same time, kay mao man ay very nature sa children in elementary, no? Pero ang atong goal is for them to socialize productively, collaboratively. So if you want to be together, then you have to learn to get along with each other. But the thing is, the reality is, kung mag-together na sila, that's part of the development. That's what it means when you have that moral development. It's not about spirituality or about religion, but it is really part of that development nga kung nang mag-disagree mo, you know how to allow them to settle it among themselves first before dili ka tanan away imong paliton ug imong intrahan. Allow them, give them that space to settle it among themselves. Unyang imo sang parameter pod kung maniid ka nga dili sila ang ilang safety, dili magsinumbagay, di magkinusiay, di maglinabay, and before you get to that point, you always have that discussion with the children about the rules on how to take care of the materials, what is expected of you, and how do you respect others, your peers, your teachers, and all of these things. Ang primary thing yun pagsud yun sa mga bata is grace and courtesy. Grace and courtesy, grace and courtesy, grace and courtesy. In the use of the materials, in the use of work, in relating with others. So, mauna siya ang core manggod sa atong Montessori work, no? So, kanang you expect chaos? Yes. Until now, chaotic yun sila. Dili yun sila normalized. Kay kanang bisan man gud gipabalik sila, di man siya ang normal setting sa Montessori work. Wingon man ta, remember social distance, keep your hands to yourself. Ana ba naa gihapoy daghan nga mga limitations nga giset nimo ba? And because they're children, they are very conscious of those rules, no? And they want to follow, pero lisod gyud kay natural tendency man gyud na sila nga mo gravitate to each other. Natural tendency man gyud nang mag-away gyud nang kanang mag-gravitate po nang magkadiferensya ug kanang people who love each other magkadiferensya gyud nang kanang you will see nga ang usad jealous, ang jealousy mo gawas na siya unya ang uban kanang they want one friend for themselves. So it is really how we're going to manage that situation when we think about the children coming in. Para nako ang highlight yun is that nga we have to attend to the children coming in. We have to understand where they're coming from. As teachers, we have to be ready emotionally to embrace the children back. And in order for them to be normalized, it's really going back to the work and letting them understand what journal writing is, what record keeping is, what setting goals would mean, but take it easy on them also. Kay kinahanglan man nga dili man puta mag curricular pod. Pero what I'm saying is when you present, give them a reason to be there, not just being with friends, but to use the material for them to collaborate and make their work there meaningful and productive.